And hello there, welcome to the Red October Network. It's Stefan Cassidy here. Thank you for watching, and Happy New Year from me and everyone else at the Red October Network. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video. I know it's New Year's and everything, and a lot of you are probably celebrating, or you were celebrating last night, or if you're watching this in the morning hours, obviously you've been celebrating. But with this comes a close to one of the most exciting and seemingly happiest times of the year, between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, where we're all used to partying and having a good time and seeing friends and family. But now we are, with the New Year closing, we're in this kind of the doldrums, I guess you could say. That they're just basically, where the sun's not out and it's cloudy a lot of the days and it's snowing and such. And so this can be a tremendous bad time for people, because this is often when, if you've ever been diagnosed with depression or anxiety, this is often one of the times where it just seems to be a lot worse than any other time. So the official name is seasonal affective disorder. It's SAD, kind of aptly named. But I just wanted to talk to you about it and give you some of my advice, at least, because I know with me, whenever I went through it, when I was up at college, a couple times I was suicidal. I felt so bad about just my life, because I didn't really have a lot of a social life, and there'd snow every day, and it was cold, and it was dark most of the days, especially up at State College. Excuse me. And so I know that, at this point, at this time of year, this is when, if you have a seasonal affective disorder, this can be the worst time. But what causes it for that? Well, the mechanism is such that the chemicals in your brain, namely dopamine and serotonin, which are kind of like your happy hormones, oftentimes will be triggered by sunlight. And because we have less sunlight and that, less day hours of daylight and more night hours, we tend to get thrown off balance. And so this part of the year can be very bad, because you have to derive that serotonin and that dopamine to kind of give your brain a little bit of a boost. And so a lot of people turn to, they'll turn to alcohol, or they'll smoke more, or they'll feed off other addictions. They'll eat. They'll have relationships, intimate relationships, all to get those hormones back in balance. And none of them really work that well, in my opinion. I think we need to get off this kind of train of thought where we're just trying to feed our brains and trying to make us feel happy. Because I can tell you this right now, that rush does not last for long. Even if you drink caffeine, and you'll feel good for a little while, but then all that caffeine does is it just makes your brain think you have serotonin and dopamine, and you really don't, and then you get tired. And contrary to popular belief, everybody says, "Oh, well, I'm depressed, I'm tired," but I can tell you this right now: when I'm anxious or depressed, man, I can't sleep, and it's because it takes away the serotonin in your brain, and that serotonin acts to calm you down. It makes you relax. So if you don't have that serotonin, you are going to have a lot of trouble sleeping, and that's not good. I also know too that a lot of times people will have really weird sleep schedules. When you're going to school, obviously you're pretty much regimented in, but and when you're going to work. But if you can't work or you can't go to school, if you stay up at night, you're even throwing more of your serotonin and dopamine and your hormones out of whack. And I know that, it's tough, but I can offer you some solutions. So the first thing I will say is, in order to feel better, I always say just don't indulge in any of your addictions. Don't eat a lot, don't drink a lot. If you smoke, don't smoke more. Don't necessarily go out with every woman you want to go out with. Another thing that you can do is keep a normal sleep schedule. I know if you can wake up at 10 a.m. every day and go to bed at 10 p.m. or something like that, or wake up at 8 and go to bed at 10, you'll be much better off than just sleeping and taking naps and all that stuff. It will help. Another thing you can do is get out and go out with a few friends. I know with me, I've had a hard social life, and I don't really have a lot of friends from high school or college. But you want to know something? There's always people who are looking to meet new people. I always say just go to like a local show or a local concert. You pay the $10 cover charge. Just go and mingle with people. I mean, you don't have to go on a dating site or Facebook or anything like that. Just go out and do that. Another thing you can do is exercise. I can tell you this right now. I work retail, so I walk around a lot, and I can tell you this right now. I feel a lot better if I just go out and walk around, because I think we tend to shut ourselves inside this time of year because it is so cold, and it's often snowy, and it's miserable out there. I mean, you know that. Another thing that I think that can help is put your thoughts on a piece of paper, or type it in Microsoft Word or Microsoft WordPad or Notepad. Just type all your thoughts. Whenever you're angry or you're sad, write a poem. I kid you not, write a poem. Put it up, and you don't have to publish it or put it on Facebook or Twitter or a blog or anything. Just do that. Also, you can do like what I do here, make a YouTube page and just vent. I mean, you feel bad, but I can tell you this right now. Despite what the common belief is that nobody wants to hear your problems, nobody's completely isolated from the world. And so there's always somebody who will care for you. And maybe, you know what, a lot of people will go through the same problems as you. I know with seasonal affective disorder, I think it affects everybody. I think it's just in the chemistry. I think it affects some people a lot worse because of depression or anxiety or OCD. I mean, there's some people who have Asperger's disorder who say this is like the time of season when it's just terrible. I can give you a little bit of background with me. I went and, I had some times where I thought I wanted the world to end. And, I felt bad, but you know what I did? I didn't go on a shopping spree, or, I didn't go out drinking. I just went and I started working on building a model train set, where I would go and I'd write a little story. And it just helped. It was so therapeutic, because if you're able to express your feelings and express your unhappiness and grievances, I mean, it might even be, to see a psychologist, but it doesn't have to be a psychologist. It can be a member of clergy. It can be a good friend. There's always people out there who will comfort you. I mean, I can tell you this right now, that, like I said, everybody has a job, or even if somebody's homeless, they can go to a shelter and they'll be helped. And that's good because they can go and they can get food, and they can get job skills, and they can get on their feet again. The only thing that stops you from doing this is you. I mean, the person you see in the mirror. And you can feel hopeless. You know, there's 115 million people who are unemployed in this country. There's a lot of people who are depressed. 80% of the people in this country are underemployed or unemployed. You know, and people are in money troubles. People are getting evicted from their apartments, and families are running out of money and they can't eat. But you don't have to be alone in that. So, I think with me, you know, I had to go see a psychologist when I felt bad, and, you know, it was expensive. It was $300 a visit, but you want to know something about it? If that's what you have to do to feel better, you kind of have to do it. I mean, with Obamacare now, everybody is going to have health insurance. So everybody has to go, and you might have to take prescription medication. You know, you might have to take antidepressants. And people just seem to paint this as that, you know, that the government wants you to do this to calm you down and limit your thinking. I can tell you this right now, because I had bipolar. There's a lot of things that, you know, that if you just ask, you'll be able to find out. You'll be able to do things that you normally wouldn't. And people who can't help themselves are not going to be able to function anymore. And so that's what I think. So I always know that you're always that I'm always here to help. You know, I might be just a face on YouTube, but, you know, talk to me. I mean, I've kind of gotten used to it, you know, and I think being that I went through a lot of the same problems, I can understand. So anyways, just want to say thank you for watching the vlog. Leave your comments, share this video if you think it's good, subscribe. We always take new subscribers, and view those ads and enjoy. So for now, Stefan Cassidy, so long.